doing wonderful, and you don't give yourself enough credit. But also, quit giving other people so much credit. They don't control you. They don't control your life. Whether I gave away my power knowingly or unknowingly, willingly or unwillingly, but especially unknowingly and unwillingly. And I call it back to me cleansed, purified, and transmuted, okay? I call my blessings back to me. I call my strength back to me. Whatever you feel has been taken from you, call that. I call my mental clarity back to me. I call my spiritual gifts back to me. I call my connection to source back to me. I call my destiny back to me. I call my path back to me. I call my money, my time, my attention, call it all back like it never happened. That's your stuff. You have to understand that it's yours. Of course, people are going to try to take it the same way you're of the light. People who are operating in the dark are always going to come for you. You have to know that. This is just waking you up to that. They're never going to stop. You're just going to learn how to defeat them and not be bothered by them at all ever again. Do you know how many people latch on to me? Just me in real life, first of all, before I ever got on TikTok. People will latch on to me. They're possessive over my energy. They want me to be their only friend. That when I date them, I can't talk to anyone else. They take my time. They get jealous. If I don't submit to them, they get envious. I mean, this is weird shit that happens, right? So imagine people, and all of my exes are stalkers. I mean, I attract real weird energy. I'm very familiar with it, okay? Because people get addicted to my energy. So imagine on TikTok how people are. I mean, they latch on bad. I used to be like, oh my God, they're latching on. What do I do? What I do is I don't let them latch on. Quit letting them latch on and crying about them being latched. Let them talk to themselves. If you've already said your boundary, if you've already said what you said, okay? It is what it is. They can talk all they want. I'm not going to explain myself anymore. They simply can't latch on to me. I simply won't entertain it, okay? I've already said what I said. I used to have these clients and they would literally try to dominate my time. They would literally call me at like 9 o'clock at night to do this design project and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, dude, I said don't call me after 6, right? I need to put my kids to sleep. They would keep me on the phone for hours. It's like they intentionally wanted me to be exhausted so I could mess up. But I was like, dude, I'm fucking tired and I have to get my kids ready for bed, right? And I was talking to my grandma and I'm like, oh my God, these clients are so awful. I cannot believe they keep me on the phone till midnight. She's like, what? I thought you said you don't accept calls after 6. I was like, I don't. She's like, why are you on the phone with them? Oh, just because they call, I don't have to answer. If I've already said I don't take calls after 6, why would I pick up that phone at 9 o'clock and say, hey guys, I told y'all I don't take calls after 6. And then I'm on the phone with them for 3 hours, not setting my boundary, just talking to myself. No, it sounds like I need to enforce the boundary that I set. It's no longer up for discussion once you set that boundary. I'm not going to tell you you can't latch on to me. I'm going to tell you nothing at all, because there's nothing to say, because I said what I said. I'm just going to not let you latch on to me. I'm not going to tell you, please don't drain me, please don't take my energy, please don't manipulate me, please don't let me be scared. No, I'm not scared. I don't operate in fear, and my energy belongs to me. Nobody can benefit off of my energy but me. Nobody can drain my energy. Nobody has access to my energy. Nobody can pawn off external energy onto me. I don't accept it. If I give you a gift and you don't accept it, it's not your gift, correct? If I pray for you, you don't accept it, those prayers don't go anywhere. They come right back to me where I'm the one who created those prayers, right? So that's why I always tell you, even if you don't believe what I'm saying, don't accept what I'm saying then. It's always, you have the last say in anything that you accept, anything that you put up with. Don't ever forget how powerful you are. Don't ever forget that. You are the co-creator of your life, okay? You're here right alongside God, right alongside your team. You call the shots. Now, when I say, I don't allow people in my energy, does that mean people are going to stop trying to energetically attack me? Absolutely not. They're going to double down. I just don't accept it. I just don't acknowledge it. Okay? When I tell my friend, I don't entertain passive aggressive energy. If you're upset with me and you have something to communicate, if you have a problem, communicate with me directly. Otherwise, I'm just not going to acknowledge it. So whenever they're stomping around and slamming cabinet doors and pouting and fussing and not coming at me directly, do you think I'm going to be like, hey, what's wrong? Remember I told you to talk to me directly? Absolutely not. I'm simply not going to acknowledge that energy. Not going to do it. You can pout for 30 years. I'm never going to acknowledge it until you say, hey, Brooke, you know what happened really bothered me. Let's have a talk. Absolutely. Hey, I can hear you. Yeah, I do have eyes and ears. I absolutely can hear you and see you and everything. Yeah, I'm ready to talk. Thanks. Because I already said, when you're ready to talk, communicate with me. I'm not going to entertain passive aggressive energy. Okay. So if you tell your husband, I'm not going to accept abuse. Okay. That doesn't mean every time you're around him, he starts abusing you. You say, I told you don't abuse me. No, you abuse me and you lose access to me permanently. This is not up for discussion. If I tell you that you need to drive this distance to come see your kids, I'm not going to answer the phone anymore until you drive this distance. Let me know when you're here. Because all this rah-rah shit and this back and forth and he said, she said, and come back and this. No. You don't set the boundaries here, babes. You don't. I set them. Because you know you're not willing to get back with him. You know you're not willing to work it out. You know he's a violent person. You know he doesn't respect you. You know he's just trying to manipulate you. Don't even answer the damn phone. Hey, look, bro, hit me up on text. Okay, and I'm on D&D right now, but when I decide to take it off D&D, I'll go ahead and take a look at it and see if I feel like looking at it. You're actually blocked. Okay, you're on mute, so your messages can still come through. If it pertains to my kids, I'll take a look at it. If not, send it in an email or something, because I just don't really care. You'll really be talking to yourself. You really have to get firm about your boundaries. Do not parent from shame. Do not operate in shame. Do not feel like anything you're doing is wrong. Clearly demand your respect, and it is what it is, okay? You've already said you're one to be respected, and it is what it is. You've already told Spirit, I don't operate in fear, then it is what it is. These are just examples.